mic on us today. That would push harder. Me on my voice. But we're going to figure it out as we go. Audubon and Gloucester coming in today with a little bit different of backstory. About a year ago was my first ever soccer broadcast, and it was against Gloucester. Matt was in the game, and Audubon won 6-0. It was senior day, my first ever broadcast. And Audubon came out to a steady lead of scores, and then they kept growing and growing, and then the game ended, like I said, 6-0. Of course, for Audubon, they're having a better start to the season than expected. A 3-1 record, with their first loss being at Gateway last week. For Gloucester, they're on the flip side of things. They're 1-3. They recently picked up their first win of the season versus Paulsboro, the same team that Audubon had the boys and girls teams combined to shut out 17-0. So what does this say for today? Well, Gloucester may not be a soccer powerhouse in terms of where their athletic ability reigns supreme. Obviously, football and basketball are a lot different stories, of course, with football being a very different story considering what Audubon did on Saturday with me on the call for NFHS Network. But regardless, here from the Green Wave Park with the shed behind me and a wonderful day, not too hot, not too cold, a little bit windy, wind blowing this way. I don't know if we'll figure it out as we go. Matt Wagner on the color call today. I'm Dan Wilkins. We'll take a quick break as these teams warm up and see how everything's working out for them. Gloucester and Audubon coming up next on Dan Wilkins broadcasting here from the Turf at Audubon. All right,
Ziggity,
Gloucester.
ziggity, ziggity, we're back with the diggity.
Oh, come on.
And Trent just made his open.
Well, they're meeting on the sidelines now. Gloucester wrapping up their warm-ups. Audubon just did wrap up their warm-ups. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for each team, presented by DJK Roofing, South Jersey's #1 roofing supplier. Get a free quote today with over 200 5-star reviews on the web at djkroofing.com.
And now they're back out there practicing.
Don't interrupt my sponsor, jeez. All right. For Gloucester, for the Gloucester City Lions, 1-3 this year in 2022. Their starting lineup: Charles Beswick, Brian Gonzalez, a senior. Ronald Brennan, a senior. Beswick is also a senior. Alex Ocampo, a junior. Nikolaus Baridis, another junior. Kevin Wall, again, another junior. Now down to the class of 25, the sophomores. Justin Perez, Aiden Lobel, Luis Rodriguez, Josue Ramos, and for the 2026 freshmen, Vince Kelly and Braden Rettig. Under head coach Tony Sidoti and assistant coach Matt Roche. Now let's take a look at the home side for the Audubon Green Wave, what they've got cooking today under head coach Mike Tomasetti. They got no LaFrance today. Instead, it's Wiltsey, Battle, Hate Wiltsey, Trent Battle, Tyler Wiltsey, Terry Herron, Ben Cameron, Tony Giordano, George Heller, RJ Homa, Gabe McCracken, the starting goalie, Jason Stocklin, and Kaina Ugana Afere.
Do you know why Blaze isn't playing?
Why is that?
I'm asking you.
Oh, I do not know why. I don't know why he's not playing today, but that will be...
He's warming up with Terry.
Does he have his game jersey on? No, he does
shorts
not.
and his jersey on.
He does have his main shorts on, though. So he might be coming in as a substitute later today. Fans starting to file in, 3:43 local time, and there's the whistle for teams to meet on the line for ground rules and the introduction. Here from Audubon at the Green Wave Turf, 81 degrees today, very low humidity, with wind blowing to the west and northwest at 12 miles an hour. That might be why we have those extra gusts today. But like we said, for Gloucester, this is a team that will have to step up to the challenge. And the question is, will they or won't they? And that will be something that that the next 80 minutes will prove or disprove. If you're just joining us, we're about to get started under the Green Wave turf for Audubon Green Wave Soccer here on the Hamilton's Broadcasting between the Gloucester City Lions and the Audubon Green Wave here at home. Don't forget that later this month, I believe it's on September 27th, is the Friday Night Lights game, the first of two, this one being against Camden Catholic, the Camden Catholic Irish.
When is that?
I believe it's the 27th. I think it is. We'll take a look at my calendar. No, September 27th is a Tuesday. That would be September 29th, I think. Yes? No, that would be September 30th. Can't even read a calendar right. Referees meeting at the center of the pitch. Gloucester and Audubon getting ready, and both teams now gathering at the center of the field. This is interesting. They usually meet on the sideline, not at the center. What's that? Gotcha. It's most of the JV fellas. Andrew Tro in the striking purple. Although, Gabe McCracken, like we said, is the starter at goalie today. And there's Sidoti and Roche in the Phillies jersey, or shirt, rather. Now, Matt, I will say, with full disclosure, you used to go to Gloucester up until your freshman year. So do you know, I know you were having some high praise for Kevin Wall before the game.
He's a good kid.
Talking about his demeanor. But other than that, any first impressions from this Gloucester team for their warm-up?
A couple of them have a good shot. The goalie doesn't look too bad. I don't personally know him, so I don't know how long he's been playing, but he looks like he looks like he has experience. Number 20, I don't know what his name is, but he looks like he's good at the front there.
Number 20 would be Kevin.
Gonzalez, I think it's Brian.
They have
Gonzalez.
different jerseys for home and away, which kind of throws me off.
What's Brian Gonzalez's jersey?
Brian Gonzalez is number 25. And Kevin Wall is 20 on his home jersey, but 30 on his visitor's jersey.
I don't know.
So it may be a mystery.
Yes, it's going to be hard to know who they are.
And I mean, that's not the fault of like NJ.com or anything, because they already had limited numbers, but this roster also has limited numbers, and it was given to me by the Gloucester head coach. So
that's just the athletic director. That's not him.
What's that?
That's the athletic director's fault, not his.
True. I mean,
the athletic director's supposed to make the roster top 4 to coach.
True. Speaking of athletic directors, Tony Carbone coming in, stage right. Or more stage rear, because he's coming in from behind us. Some fans filing in, maybe not a packed house like it's been the last couple of games, but as the season settles in, it's like in any sport. The first couple of games are packed, and then it dwindles down a little bit. But of course, if you don't want to go to the game and sit in the sun, you can always watch it on Dabbleton Broadcasting. So we'll all tie that back into the main focus. But for Audubon today, keep in mind that last Thursday, was their first loss of the year, starting the year 3-0, with impressive victories against Lindenwold and Woodbury, and a flat-out just assault against Hallsborough. We'll see whether this game ends up being the former or the latter, or even a third option, meaning Gloucester taking on their second victory of the year. However, we'll see how the statistics play into that and everything. So yeah, kind of the starting lineup. There's the starting 11 meeting in their huddle right around the center of the pitch. And like we said, we did give the starting lineup for Audubon. But to give you a quick refresher, as I lift the paper from my clipboard, it is Hayden Wiltsey, Trent Bannell, Tyler Wiltsey, Terry Herron, Ben Cameron, Tony Giordano, George Heller, R.J. Homa, starting goalkeeper Gabe McCracken, J.J. Stocklin, and Kaina Ugana Afera. Everybody's shaking hands. Gloucester's goalkeeper, Josue Ramos, at his spot. Audubon's goalkeeper, Gabe McCracken, making his first varsity start this year, as he did make a couple starts in scrimmages. However, that's a different story. 80 minutes to play, 80 minutes to go. We are just about to get underway from the Green Wave turf with Trent Bannell and Kaina Ugana Afera, along with Tyler Wiltsey and R.J. Homa on the front line. And away we go. Blind drive to Kevin Wall, who's going to be met immediately by Tyler Wiltsey, but's able to get out of it. And not even 10 seconds in, and we got a ball out of bounds. This will be thrown in by Stocklin. Off the head of Herron, who's been mostly used as a defensive role. I want to ask, we haven't been putting the spotlight on Terry too much this year. What do you think so far from what we've seen in the first 4 games?
Huh?
About Terry Herron? You weren't listening to anything I said.
No, I wasn't. I was watching the game.
I said, we haven't been putting a lot of spotlight on Terry Herron. He's actually been pretty decent, in my opinion, in the defensive department as that ball is kicked out to the left side. I was asking your thoughts on how...
better than last year. They let us score in the first 10 seconds last year.
Connor Bellata got 2 goals. But I was asking what you thought about how Terry Herron's doing this year.
I don't know. Nothing to say about how it is.
Fair enough.
That's the Mr. B. Wills today.
Here's Wiltsey with a short kick out to Bannell, but it goes right through him, and it is out. So Josue Ramos is going to get ready to kick this one off from just in front of the goalpost. That one bounces a couple times, heads back to Gloucester's number 19. And like I said, it has been about a year since my first ever soccer broadcast that was versus Gloucester, as that one bounces right off the chest of Heron, back out to Bannell, who sends it with a little offhand to the left side. Towards Heller. What I've noticed from Audubon in the first couple of minutes is that they're not exactly moving the ball around really quickly. They're kind of just letting the ball flow, and it's not like they're producing a lot of line drive kicks so far. It's a lot of short passes, like that one from Tony to RJ, that is going to be right on the line and out. A good battle there between RJ Homa and Vince Kelly, the 2026 freshman. As that one bounces up a couple times, Tyler Wiltsey galloping over that ball as he tries to get a little bit of advantage, and that will be kicked out by Gloucester's number 12, Alex Acampo, one of their juniors this year. Yeah, Gloucester has 3 seniors in their starting lineup, Chuck Beswick, Ryan Gonzalez, and Ron French. And a good effort there by Gloucester's number 20. We do not have actually in roster, but I don't know a lot of the guys' rosters, but you can make an educated guess, which I don't like doing. Yeah. Tyler Wiltsey trying to make some moves, trying to get a shot home, and he does not. A good volley there by Trent Bennell on a valiant effort, but it goes well high of the goal. Scoreless here, just over 3 minutes in from the Green Wave turf. If you're just joining us, I'm Dan Wilkins with my color commentator Matt Wagner as we cover Audubon Green Wave Colonial Conference soccer between the Wave and the Gloucester City Lions. Oh, cut off by Bannell, intended for somebody who is not Trent Bannell, as it's off to the right side, and that one will go out of play. Intended for Aiden Lobel there, one of the 2025 sophomores. Aiden Wiltsey preparing for another corner kick. What's that, his second of the game already? Although we had a lot more of those in Paulsboro.
We had like 20.
A lot of them. Bannell gets it on an awkward angle off of his head there, and it bounces out of play, nowhere near the goalpost. The sun's starting to come out here. It was obstructed by clouds 5 minutes before the game started, but the earth has shifted a little bit, and we've now given ourselves a little more sunlight. Hey, considering that the globe spins at 600 miles an hour, I'm not surprised it moves that quickly. There's Tony, taking it for himself, but now passes it off to Kaina, who gets a little bit of an awkward kick that rolls just a little too slowly for Ramos to not be able to handle, and he saves it with ease down to his knees.
Oh, nice punt.
Yeah, that is a nice punt by Ramos.
He really put that much effort into it.
Now out to Beswick. Retrieved there by J.J. Stocklin. I don't know if Heller knew what he wanted to do with it at first. He was approaching it, but not actually taking any action. Now the tables have turned a little, and it is cut off. Aiden Wiltsey, a liner right into Ramos' face, and he saves it. But now Wiltsey still trying to keep it rolling, and this time, no. Audubon's had about, a half dozen shots, and Ramos has just said no. He has denied them the opportunity. Although that was an amazing block by one of the other fellas, number 1, Aiden Lobel, keeping that ball from being anywhere close to a goal. I mean, he basically put his face right in the middle of the battle and stopped anything from happening, and now a whistle is blown. Ball did go through, but whistle was blown a couple seconds. Offside. Yeah. That's one of those that you can tell. Yeah.
I know it's a tad bit.
Yeah, a little bit there. Still early, though. And still So Ramos going to set this one on the ground, getting ready to punt. Oh, okay. So the ref had to correct him. It's an offside, so they're going to kick this ball away with Gloucester's number 20. Punted on the ground. That actually might be a pretty big mistake because now Gloucester's a little bit outnumbered. Kinda to the right side, and rolling over is Gloucester's number 20. Doesn't really have a remedy for it, and that will be a penalty on Audubon.
It's not a penalty, it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds, okay. Well, excuse me, I saw Gloucester players clapping and jumped to a conclusion. Short kick out to Gloucester's number 17. Brandon Reddick, excuse me. Look at kinda off to the left. Ring, somebody's home. The way I've never heard that pole make that sound before. That's awesome. Trent's tying his shoe, so he's got it. On it in the air. Deflected on a little bit of a weird carom off of Giordano's chest. He now gets this ball going. He's controlling its momentum. Now back out to George Heller, who gets it out to Ben Cameron. He has his own destiny with it, but a hard-charging Bestwick tries to stop that from happening, and now Terry passes it to Trent. Out to George. Ooh, look at the good touch there.
Come on, Kinda.
Here comes Kinda. Look out now, a sliding Gloucester player trying to save it, and the ball just rolls slowly enough to where Ramos can get it easy. J.J. Stockland fields that one directly off the top end of his shoe. RJ coming in hard, trying to get a shot off, and he doesn't get it just high of the goal.
Me and RJ,
You forgot your mic.
Me and RJ had a discussion yesterday. He has to have at least 3 goals today.
He needs to have 3?
Yes.
You're expecting a hat trick from him.
We talked about it. He knows.
You think you're setting the bar maybe a little bit crazy high?
Nope.
I'm not saying that he couldn't do it, but I'm saying that, like, come on. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying that in terms of getting a hat trick, you're putting him in a little too much of a weird situation. There's George. Out to Hayden. And there's where that ambidextrous ability comes in, and there's a offsides there that otherwise would have given Audubon the lead. But that's the right call. It's pretty obvious that he was off there, so. We'll rewind the tape and hit play again. As my umbrella is actually moving my entire table. Okay, let's not do this. Wind is definitely going to be an issue today. Out towards midfield, and Ben Cameron's going to pick this one up, bounce it off his chest, and right off of Bestwick's face. An unfortunate carom seems to not faze Bestwick. Here comes George. He's coming in with a head full of steam, and now Kinda all by himself, and there's another one. So that's 3 now that have disallowed Audubon from maybe getting a lead, as just over 10 and a half minutes in. Last year, this same time, Audubon was leading around maybe 3-0, and now Gloucester has held their own and said that their mistakes of last year will not be the history of today. Here comes Trent, battling with some up-close and personal contact. Down goes Trent. But he's able to keep it going. A long kick that is saved on a short hop by Ramos. comes Chuck. This is the closest McCracken's had to have for a shot today. Working with him hard, working against him is Ben Cameron, and that'll go to the corner. Up in the air, Hayden Wiltsey bats it off his head and pushes it forward, keeps it pushing along. Now it goes back out towards midfield. Number 20 trying to convene with him. Now his younger brother Tyler waiting in the wings, and he's got it. That's a goal. It took them 12 minutes, and even though last year may have been more of a shellacking, if anything, Gloucester held their own and now trail by 1. So 1-0 Green Wave. They'll meet back at the middle. You're watching. Excuse me, not washing. Sometimes you slip up on the words like that and you move on. So you're watching Dan Wilkins broadcasting coverage of Audubon Green Wave soccer. Here from the turf, Green Wave just scored. It's 1-0 here against the Gloucester City Lions as it's taken back out to number 20. And that one goes over towards our fan section. Trent Bennell throws it in with a little bit of a left curve, and convening is Kina and another Gloucester player who are coming in hard. It's up close and personal. And whistle blown. Line drive kick with a little bit of another curve to the left. Bestwick lets it go over his head. Now my umbrella continues to wreak havoc on our booth. Heller gets a little bit of an advice from Hayden Wiltsey. He didn't exactly know where to throw it to, but it ends up being Ben Cameron. Bestwick showing some good speed this afternoon. Oh, a little bit of shots in the face there. Some very good hustle here from Chucky Bestwick. I got to speak with some friends of mine before the game started. He's an avid hockey player, not the hockey with the razor blades on the bottom of your feet, but the street ball hockey that they play in some of the courts there. As that one goes over Kevin Wall's head and headed out towards the land of no return, the mobile home and ambulance out there. Yeah, they'll make a couple substitutions here for Gloucester. 14:25 into the first half. Gabe McCracken talking briefly with Ben Cameron. RJ running it out, trying to get a little bit of a puzzle piece solved here. JJ Stockland over the middle towards the far end of the field. Look at, I think that's Tyler. Here he goes again. Could he score for a second time? Kinda on an offhand, and he got it. Did he get it? Yeah, okay. Not as much enthusiasm as before, but 15 minutes in, Audubon gets their second goal of the game thanks to Kinda. Well, now in the stat book, would that count as a goal for Kinda or a goal for Tyler with an assist from Kinda? What would that count as?
Goal for Kinda.
Okay. Don't forget don't have your mic. Keeping it quiet today?
A little.
Making me do all the work?
Come on, boy, talk!
Giordano trying to get it through the 5-hole. Okay, Stockland. That'll be an offsides call. Sean Clark is in the game, by the way. Yeah, what I was saying was that this is not like it's not like he's playing two sports in two different seasons. It's soccer and hockey season all in one. I've been told by the buddies that I got to talk to before the game that he and a couple other players in this circle have a street ball hockey game after this one. So it'll be a packed night for some of the folks on the Gloucester soccer team.
People that do that.
You gotta grab your mic if you want to talk.
There's a lot of people that do that. Colin did it.
Yeah, that's
RJ
true.
does it with baseball.
That is true. It's just, it's a huge commitment, and I have a lot of respect for people that are able to balance those two sports and the academic part of school and your social life as well, if there is one. It is a tough balance.
Chuck, step to it. There you go, Nico. Boys, talk more.
One of the fans to our right telling the folks to talk more, which is something that I've seen from a lot of different teams that there's been a
there you go, Kev. Way to put it back in.
For somebody else, there's sometimes been a lack of communication. And soccer is a game where you need to communicate. As that one is headed, don't hit my stuff. Okay, we're good. That was very close to ruining my battery, but this will be thrown in. Batteries don't flow as much power if there's a soccer ball-sized dent in it. Kind of in the air. Sean Clark bringing it out to Trent, who brings it out to Hayden. To the right side. He's got a good shot going. Maybe this will make it 3 if possible, and he does into the corner. Make that numero trace in the ball game, 17:41. After the first 12 minutes, we're basically Audubon trying to figure out what to do. They seem to have turned on the Jets, and they make it 3-zip 18 minutes in.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. There's our wonderful fan section down the line. And Gloucester, following the goal, will make some substitutions. Make some changes out there. Kevin Wall gets it past Stocklin, and that one will be out of play. Thrown in. Getting it up in the air. Terry Heron knocks it down head first. Casey Cameron, a new addition to the ball game. He brings it out to Sean Clark, who's got a shot, and he gets one. Sean Clark with his first goal in a regular season game, and it is 4-0, right? Yes. Okay. It's always hard to tell when something counts as a goal when there's almost no fan reaction. But in this kind of game, when it's 4-0 after 20 minutes, this might be another one of those games. And you saw the game versus Paulsboro, for us, not for Gloucester, for Paulsboro.
Yeah, this is already a higher scoring game than Paulsboro was.
I'm pretty sure they had 5 at the end of the half.
Yeah, well, we're not even 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a little higher scoring.
Scored like 4 goals for Gloucester.
Midfield, where are you at?
They've just been turning on the Jets as Sean Clark gets it out to kind of misses it, puts his hands in the air like he just doesn't care. Just gets past Zach Bayer, who's playing at home for the first time. Bestwick. Terry meets with Bestwick and knocks it away. From the corner, Chucky Bestwick trying to get a goal, and he does not. It goes over the head of McCracken, who was up higher than anybody else, and it goes out to the other corner. You know, I was talking about street hockey. Oh, we'll wait for this corner goal first, and then I'll go on my little tangent, but knocked in the air. Brought back down to earth. And now that ball gets kicked out.
Somebody better step up to that. Step up to him.
Oh, and Sean gets a hard hit right to him.
Over. Andrew moves in the middle.
He's going to try it for himself. Oh, just high. And here's Sean Rizzi in, so 21 minutes in, we have a JV player.
Sean Rizzi's like borderline varsity.
Yeah. But like I was saying, wouldn't it be awesome if I did like some hockey games at some point? No? I think I'd be a good hockey player.
Yeah, enough stuff.
Yeah. But hockey's more of a winter thing, you know? Yeah, they start around.
Schools have
Guys, settle the ball.
I know Gloucester Catholic has an ice hockey.
All right, Chuck, step to it.
Yeah, I don't know any other schools.
Guys, talk about who's getting that.
Well, there's got to be some schools that have it if they're in a conference that plays in state. I don't know what conference Gloucester Catholic plays in. I think BCSL. But I remember last year I contacted the Belmar Bears, I think it was, about hockey commentating.
Chuck, take it and go. Shield him up.
Unfortunately, Belmar did not get back to me. So, if I ever get the opportunity, I would do it. But here's Sean Rizzi, the newest JV player into the ballgame. Clark Hassan Kasich. Rizzi's got a lot of speed. He's a freshman. He's got fresh legs. And now right on the line, trying to make a deflection, Ryan Wallace as well in the game, 23 junior.
On, send it on now.
Terry Heron making some contact.
Looks like we're just going to take it up and see
Step to the ball now.
See what he does. Ramos coming out for it.
Turn it up the side. There you go.
And finally bringing that one out and to an end is Gloucester's number 25, the senior Brian Gonzalez. 4-0 Green Wave. Here 23-15 unofficially. Keep in mind our clock may not be 100% correct because the stoppages in the play can sometimes be off by a little bit.
Step up to that.
Saved by Ramos, diving to his left. Cool. Clark almost had number 2 on the day, but instead Ramos, who's been a pretty good punter today, that one's off his head. Cameron lets it bounce. He gets hit behind the back. And Cameron out to Zach Fayer, who we interviewed in Hallsboro.
Step to him, Brendan. There you go, Brendan.
on an interview for today.
I would say kind of right now, but that's still very early.
Fine.
Scored, and we haven't interviewed him yet. I think this year my goal is less interviewing the player that had 100% the most impact, and instead interviewing as much people as possible if we can have a justified reason for them being there. Like, I'm not going to interview every JV player under the sun, but if they have something of value that they bring to the table, then I'm not going to deny them an interview, you know. Hassan Kasich, saved by Ramos. Even though he's let up 4 goals, there's been a lot of saves by Ramos that I would personally count as impressive, including that punt that goes well over midfield.
Offense, where are you guys? Run
Maybe
up
like
for that.
2/3 across, and now Terry Heron brings it out to Rizzi. Cameron is there, met 2-on-1.
1-2 it, not 2.
A lot of coaching advice from the Gloucester faithful to my right, and now Sean Rizzi meeting with Ramos, and he pulls away to avoid a collision. Almost had a shot there. Colin Filippi, another JV freshman, also in the game. He scored in the 8-0 win versus Paulsboro. Up in the air. Oh, wow.
Settle that, take it, Chuck.
I don't know if that was the angle of where number 20 hit it off his head, but you could actually see like some sweat particles or something flying off. Crazy. I thought it was interesting. Maybe it's the angle of the sun and now it's brought down, but Ramo's coming out. He almost made a shot off of him, but instead he does, and it's good. They want to look at it, but they're not going to.
Who scored?
I couldn't tell who scored there. That might be Sean Clark again. Does he have a twofer? I don't know. That looked like that was Sean Clark that scored, maybe.
Who say it was?
Yeah. Okay, well, we got confirmation from the top folks at Food Chain. Sean Rizzi with a kickoff to the left.
Here you go, Dan. You want a little promotion?
What's that?
If you want to see we do the one chip challenge this weekend, get this to 150 views.
What's the one chip?
One chip challenge?
What's the one chip challenge? What? Well, we just missed another goal. That one brought in by Hassan Kasich. Well, you're talking about the darn one chip challenge. It's 6-0. Imagine if that is the only goal that he scores in varsity career, and you were talking about the one chip challenge.
He scored it last week against Paulsboro.
Okay, fair enough. What if it's left?
I'm sure it won't.
Knowing Hassan?
We play Paulsboro and Gloucester again.
What's that?
We do play Paulsboro and Gloucester again. I think you know.
Yes, we do. One in Gloucester, one in
It was 6-0. It's 6-0. It's not even 30 minutes in.
Yeah, it is. Wow. What a game.
This was the score of the game last year against Gloucester. Then
At the end of the game,
yeah.
it was 6-0. Yeah, Connor Bellata scored twice in the first minute. That's a fun name to say fast. Connor Bellata. Try saying that 3 times fast. Connor Bellata, Connor Bellata, Connor Bellata. Like you're trying to break the Beetlejuice curse if you say it 3 times. Sean Rizzi's not stopping. He might go for number 7. He does not yet. Colin Filippi intervening there. There's Paulo Derzo. Raymond also in the mix.
Did they take RJ out?
They took everybody out. Oh, we got the...
Yeah, that's all
Yeah, here's half of the JV team subbing out for JJ, Zach, Terry,
Casey,
Anthony Witt.
The only person that is like stuff on varsity is 2 people. It's like Ryan.
It's Ryan Wallace and somebody else.
It's like Sean Clark even got out.
Ryan Wallace is the only... Okay, Ryan Wallace and Ben Cameron are the only members of the varsity team that are still in.
All right, go hustle for that. Let's go. Get up there. All right, Brian, take it,
Sliding
go. Take it,
hits,
run.
he goes down.
Send one into the middle.
Look at how hard he was going for that number 20.
On that. All right, Chuck, take it. Put a shot on.
Kevin Wall going for it. Doesn't get it. Off of the head of Filippi.
Put one on, Brian.
Headed out for number 20. Stopped right there. Filippi waited a little too long. Now brought out to Cole.
Give him a passing option.
Up in the air. Zach's going to bench me. .30-42. Still got like 10 minutes left in the first half. It's just one of those games.
you can tell a difference between JV and varsity so much.
For Audubon?
Yeah.
Yes, that I would say that's true. Yeah.
We might have equivalent.
I mean,
we might have equivalent teams.
I mean, in all oh wow, going down hard. Whistle blown as such. As can you hear in the distant background the Mr. Softy truck? It's just one of those days. I care.
You might as well pull up in the middle of the field.
I care because it's Mr. Softy. I care. I could go for some. Off of Philippi's head. And now the cloud cover comes back in, and I remember the last time we played Gloucester was last year here. I remember it was a very cloudy day. It looked like it was going to rain, and I didn't have my battery then. So, and I could only do home games because I still had to plug the extension cord into the shed, as that's what gets denied. Wind continuing to pick up a little bit here as Kevin Wall and Beswick is coming out.
Who comes in for him?
Not sure.
I don't know what's going on over there. They have like half their varsity players benched.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll watch it. Thank you so much. Dan Wilkins Broadcasting is on bag duty now. I was going to say, Beswick's coming out of the game, and so is his fan club.
It's 423.
Was that?
It's at least like 5.
Yeah. Yeah, those are my good buddies. Brandon Waite, Hunter Welsh, who I think is my locker partner, but I haven't opened my locker all year yet.
Well, I see some.
Maybe. Yeah, you can see that the cloud cover is right over the sun, so we will probably not have that glaring light again for at least a couple more minutes, maybe until halftime. Then it'll come beaming down again.
I'm not sure that should have been called. That was kind of a ball.
That's true. I didn't actually see it, to be honest with you.
I know, I can tell.
If I just blindly say I agree, it's because I didn't see it. If I provide further explanation, then I probably saw it. But it's hard to think about it this way. There's 11 players on the field at there's 11 players on each team at any given time. That's 22 players plus 2 refs plus everybody on the sideline. It's a lot of people to pay attention to. It's a lot of people to pay attention. Who's that number 4? I think that's Luca Carpag. Ramos saves it. 34-30 on all about no man's land. I don't think they will. I mean, JV doesn't have a game later today, right? I mean, this athletic complex doesn't have enough space for JV. For JV games, they have to go back all the way to high school at the lower baseball.
Where do you think they would play, Dan? Where would they play here?
Good question. I don't know, in that rain garden down there, past the yellow fence.
Settle, Alex. Kevin, rip one.
Filippi gets it out.
Guys, you need to put shots on net at the 18.
Come on, Rizzy.
Ramos going out. Look out. Rizzy goes for a slide to avoid him.
Come on,
Paulo Durzo
pick up the ball,
out towards Beswick.
Too long. He waited too long.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Now, do we think this will be like the
What?
you think this will be like the JV the JV player that can score?
Two JV players already did score.
No, I don't think so. I know Sean Clark scored twice.
Rizzi's gonna have a shot up.
Rizzi off of Ramos's hands, and he's got one. Sean Rizzi brings it home.
Rizzi.
What?
Rizzi.
Is that what you call him?
No, it's a fun name.
It's a fun name.
Rizzi.
I guess so. Sounds like a pasta. You want some Rizzi on top? Let's go for some pasta. Some chicken parm with penne.
First from salty, now pasta. Make up your mind. Which one do you want?
What did I? Oh, okay. Mr. Salty after dinner. That's dessert. And then you have like chicken parm with pasta. Because I hate spaghetti. Spaghetti is the most bland pasta.
They all taste the same.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Penne tastes a lot better than spaghetti. And angel hair.
I don't agree. Mr. Woods is out there.
Spaghetti is no different than eating. It's basically American ramen noodles. It's just noodles. It's nothing interesting.
Head on that!
Oh, and
Good
Gabe
grab by
saves
Gabe.
it. That was an amazing save, bending backwards to save it.
Mr. McCracken.
Making his
Andrew
first
Trout is
varsity
supposed to go.
start.
I think Coach said something about Andrew Trout might play second half.
At this rate, he should. I don't see the JV goalie here. I don't think he'd be suiting up. I don't even know. I don't know if he'd even be allowed to suit up.
Who?
JV goalie.
Why not?
I don't know. Different.
I don't see him over there, so
I don't see a reason why
I
not.
think he's suited up on the field right now. I think that's number 17 is the JV goalie.
But Connor Wendell.
Yeah.
Not sure.
It is. That's who it is. Connor. Hey, what the UPS truck?
What's that?
Featuring UPS.
Oh, UPS, yes. Your employer. Your employer is at the Embezzlement Golden Corral.
Come on, Brandon, settle and take it.
Oh, getting into it. Very nice breeze today. It was a little violent at first, but now it seems to have leveled out. And there you go. Halftime is amongst us as Audubon has jumped out to a 7-zip lead as the referees will take a quick break, and so will we. 7-0 Audubon after 40. From the Green Wave turf, this is Dan Wilkins broadcasting. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We're back, 40 down, 40 to go, and the Audubon Green Wave, as evident by the scoreboard, have been the dominating team today. Think that's fair to say? Well, I don't want to put it too mean, but Audubon has put up a lot of goals today versus...
You're not being mean, you're keeping it real.
Yeah, I am keeping it real. It's just not been a competitive game. Gloucester trailing 7-0. I was talking to Mark Wiltsey, and even he said that despite the fact that, yes, a win is a good win, the training barn. Well, don't forget that there's also family ties, because I've been told basically the entire extended family also watches our stuff, so. And I said, don't say anything bad about Mark. We love Mark. We love Mark.
We love the Wiltsies. Actually, Hayden's like my best friend, so.
But didn't he almost smack you with a baseball bat once?
Hayden?
Or was that Tyler?
Smack me with a baseball bat.
Huh?
What this happened?
I was in your car. Maybe he was just like...
Oh, no. Tyler tossed me and it almost hit me in the head.
Ah, yes.
That's when me and you were hanging out and we went to baseball.
Remember when we hung out and didn't do work together? What happened at the time?
Yeah, well, you have school, I have work. You don't ever want to hang out outside of school.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Yeah, we can hang out tomorrow. Thursday.
We'll have to see. Basically, the entire JV team is out here.
Is it the JV? It is the entire JV team.
It is the entire JV team. No exception. That's Connor Wendell. So it's no Tro today. It's the Wendell show.
Wendell, is it?
That's gotta be, right? We'll wait for the whistle blow and then I'll do it.
Dude, I got no clue who that is.
Oh, let's see.
Zoom in.
Yeah, look at my screen. That's Connor Wendell.
Oh. I thought Connor Wendell was number 17 right there. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought Connor Wendell was 17 right there on the field.
I don't think he is. If he's not, then I'm dead wrong, and...
Wouldn't be the first time.
None of the JV rosters are up to date. Gloucester almost scored. That one goes into the roadway. Somebody will have to get that before that goes.
But that's a varsity goalie shirt. That's what I'm trying to say.
To the Goodwill. Well, that's not Gabe or Andrew, so.
That's a varsity short, so that's a varsity player.
Is that somebody
Terry?
It's not Terry in goal. It's not him, no. Strong shot by Anthony Witt, sending this one out into no man's land.
It's going to be a long second.
Yeah. If it even goes the distance. The girls' soccer team is here. They probably wrapped up their game pretty shortly in Gloucester.
They play Gloucester today?
Whenever the
I think that's JV.
That might be JV, yeah. No, you're right.
There's no way that Gloucester's finished the game.
But, no, I think that but whenever the boys play, let's say if the boys play here, then the girls will play wherever on the road where the other teams play. The boys' suggestion. And this is where I get a sponsorship from Usenex talking about congestion. What?
So
I was saying, when the boys play here, the girls play on the road in whatever town that the boys are playing against. So, like, the girls will be playing in Gloucester right now. And when we play in Gloucester, the girls will play here. The Gloucester player with the Star Power fan club, Charles Beswick, he's back in the game. Chucky Beswick. Throws it in off of Paolo Durzo. This one's going to go a long way. Out to the goalie.
Who we don't know who it is?
Yes. Oh, look out now. Look out. I remember when I
Oh man, that was not a good punt.
I remember when I did Oakland Cougars games last year, there was this player from Pensacola, and he's an amazing wide receiver. His name was Nicholas Reed. And the thing about Nicholas Reed was that his name wasn't on the jersey. So for the first 3 weeks until they got new jerseys, he had a lineman's jersey, he had somebody else's jersey. It was usually a lineman's jersey that he had, except he was running, like a track star in the 115-pound division. But we called him the Mystery Man because with the jersey, I could never remember off the top of my head who he was. Because of his jersey, it always threw me off. Like I would say, there's Mike Stamm, you're going out for the slant pass. And I realized, wait, Mike Stamm's on the offensive line. And they used an old 2019-2020 jersey to get it out. Now when it's batted out by Anthony Witts, this is it. I mean, despite the fact that it's 7-0, there's still a decent amount of fans here. They're not giving up after the first half. And I'm not saying whether it's Gloucester fans or Audubon fans. There's a lot on both sides here. Thrown in. Look at Paolo Durzo rolling over his wall, and he gets back to his feet. Or excuse me, that's Raymond. I forget his last name, but Raymond. Like I said, forget his last name, but. This one's about to be kicked in by Justin Perez, as that's a liner, and it's good. He said, "That's my side," said a fan in the crowd, and it's
son.
What?
He said, "That's my son."
Oh, I thought he said, "That's my side." Okay. Guess I misheard him. 7-1. I mean, hey, a couple goals against you are expected when you have an entire varsity team versus an entire JV team. But
plus a goalie, I can't do this.
What?
Plus a goalie that probably hasn't played for a while.
That's true.
Well, this kid looks like he's just coming out that front. It's only like he's played forever.
I mean, I don't really expect a player on JV.
Also, I don't think he's the regular JV goalie.
No, I don't know. What you don't want is a log jam to happen for there to be like a prospective comeback, and then you have to put all your varsity guys back in.
That's not gonna.
That's the last.
If it starts to happen, they'll sub out,
and they'll put the varsity guys back in at the first sign of trouble.
I guarantee you, there's even 3 goals to put some varsity players back in.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Wall hit that off of his ear. Again, you can see the sweat molecules flying off there. Saved. Again. Short punt. Well, not that short, but it goes over everybody's head. And it takes a weird bounce. Now it is saved, and it is off to my left.
Jeez, man,
I need to get my run in.
You couldn't just grab it?
It bounced to my left. I'm not putting in all that effort.
My, oh my.
If it goes right to me, I'm going to take it. Whistle's blown. Here's Anthony Witts. Bounces it off.
Somebody just tell Anthony Witts on top that jersey.
What?
Somebody just tell Anthony Witts on top that jersey.
Witts rolling left to right. Wall sliding in, trying to stop him. Raymond trying to work against here.
Oh, he was not off. Come on. I feel bad for varsity.
What, sitting there?
Yeah,
I mean, they're getting rest. I don't know why that's a bad thing.
yeah, but like,
They have three tough matches next week.
You only play a certain amount of games.
True. That one is kicked out just in the nick of time. That is true. They only play a certain number of games a year. But I'd say there would also be a sense of accomplishment in that, yeah, you only play a certain number of games a year, but you already did your work. You know, you scored the goals, you got the points that you needed.
I know.
Now you can relax and you know, live
You gotta
good.
remember, a lot of these kids aren't going to college, so this is their last chance. Not going to college for soccer.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And we're back.
Oh, look at Beswick. He's coming in with a full head of steam. That one will roll out. Now, it's like Filippi and Rizzi are back in. So they weren't even the JV starters. They were the backup JV.
My, oh my.
What a game this has been. I mean, even in the Paulsboro game, they still had the starters for JV in.
They had pretty much the whole entire starting lineup in until like 20 minutes left.
Yeah. Wow. As we stand, yes, it is a quiet broadcast, but so is the rest of the ballpark. It's 50 minutes in, about 30 left to play unless it's called early. Which, honestly, considering that Gloucester has scored and they've been threatening a lot lately, maybe they...
threatening.
Well, you know what I mean. Maybe they probably will let this roll to 80. But what I was saying was that early picks, player of the game?
Who?
Early picks for player of the game.
Not yet.
I was going to say Sean
I
Clark.
don't even think you do a player of the game for this game.
I mean, we did one for Paulsboro.
Bro, it's different.
And how was that?
Away game.
True. Whistle blown. No, I think an interview is fine. I don't think that...
I'll think about it.
Yeah. They have no bus to get on. Not like a road game.
Here you go.
There's a shot here. Ramos sliding.
Good save.
A very good save there indeed. And this one is up in the air. Kevin Wall has to play it right. Here comes Wall. Stopping it. Now Filippi. Left to send this one back into play. Ramos sliding. He lets it go through, but no goal.
There you go.
Oh. Because I'm sitting down now?
Could have done that a while ago, didn't you?
I guess so.
Well, and that's a goal.
That's another one. I did not see who that was.
621 on JV.
That'll be Kyle Durzo again, I think.
Not again, but...
Well, because he scored in Paulsboro, too. That's why I say that. 8-1. 52-50 unofficially.
I think we're playing a stopper.
Yeah, Thomas said he called you out before the game because he said that about the whole sweeper thing.
Yeah, number 12 is playing a sweeper. Yeah, it looks like number 12 is playing stopper. So what they're doing is they're doing three back. They're doing one middle, one mid defender, two outside defenders, and one stopper.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
No. Enough of your shows. Come on, Brizzy.
Rizzo is there. Or rather, Ramos. I think it's too much baseball season. Ramos again having to run to his left, and he'll get it with these.
Definitely was a handle right there, but okay. The rest will be in the as they should.
So the next match is Thursday, I believe.
Yeah.
I forget. They're a good team, I heard. I forget. Good Texas.
I couldn't tell you.
That one hits the barn.
Could be Heights, could be Township.
Could be anybody.
I hope it's neither, but never know. Just like I hope next time we play Gateway, we win.
Well, how about you check yourself? Go to audubonathletics.com. Look at next match. I know Mark said there's 3 busy ones next week.
Who said that?
Mark Wiltsey, our good friend.
Mark, again. Good job, Rizzy. Take a shot. Collingswood, that's not hard.
Collingswood on a Thursday?
Yeah, it's at Collingswood. We whooped them last time we played them.
Well, he meant next week. There's 3 matches next week.
Next week we have Township, Heights, and Woodstown.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be a stretch and a half
is on Monday. You're 7 in.
Some more JV guys.
It's like 17's coming back in for hits. And now we need another hits.
And there's Thomas Eddy. Wait. There he is. There's our... And there's Morrison.
What are they doing?
They're just sitting down. Both are smiling. Enjoying.
Nothing to be mad about today.
No, nothing to be upset about today. I'm like starting to fall back in my chair. There's Ryan Wallach out there.
See, that's what I was going to do this year, what he's doing.
And then I gave you a call.
Huh?
And then I gave you a call.
Yeah, I was going to just sit over here on the sideline. Thomas said he doesn't care about that. We played for him.
Yeah.
Shot. And, ooh.
Nothing there, although Rizzy, look out.
Push up, send it back in.
Oh, she said get with it, ref for a second. Then I realized she said griff.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
Another attempt, another not. Oh my.
That was a pretty short punt.
The least they could do is teach him how to punt. Great, he wants to be going, he's doing a great job. He's made multiple saves. Let somebody teach him how to punt so he can actually get it out.
True.
Before I throw it. I know John threw it when he on it.
Ramos hesitates a little bit. Let's go.
What?
I said he hesitates a little bit. Let's go. Save.
Not a bad kick for the goalie there. Get a head on it.
Oh, it's going to come right back to him.
What you gotta do is you gotta take the chest, not the head.
True.
The chest isn't gonna, it's not gonna bounce off your chest as much.
Oh, look out.
That's not gonna get you.
Just a little to the left. And also the wind is
It has a spin on it. You gotta watch it here. It has a spin on it. It's never good.
Did it?
Your boys never came back yet. Dan?
What's that? The bag duty?
Yeah, your boys never came back.
Well, here they are right there. They're behind us.
You might just say it's Archie plays soccer after this because, I mean,
Slide by Ramos. I think good one out here. Not today. Why do you think I like here? It's all the textbooks. Where'd you guys go while you were gone? Walmart. Walmart.
yeah, I just got some
Place of paradise.
You gotta know. Yeah.
Got these things. That one's off to the right and blocked by Ramos. It's 8-1
lunch. Number seven. Number seven.
Not Bestwick.
Number 7.
Not your fan.
Yeah, it wasn't Chucky.
I called the group over there. I called it the Bestwick fan club.
Yeah, it's Will and Brian.
I don't know who those guys are.
Because I used to play for Gloucester. Yeah.
Yeah, and I said to get me some hockey broadcasting offers because Belmar never got back to me. I thought they didn't play last year. I'll have to look into it. That one.
I'm getting tired of doing this.
You getting tired?
Alright, I'm about to go home, grab a uniform, come out here in a Nike jersey, and hop in the game. See you in about 10 minutes, folks. You're gonna hear the second year about.
Well, you have to grab your mic.
No, I'm talking to you. I'm
You're
talking
talking
to
to
the
me?
mic.
Okay.
I'll say it on mic too. The second you're gonna hear.
Oh, the trumpet song. Yes.
Singing out. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be jogging out.
The Nike jersey.
No, just regular khaki shorts.
Are those your UPS shorts?
Nah. I wear squishy shorts. Yes.
Ah. Did they make you wear a brown uniform? No.
Drivers.
Drivers.
Drivers only.
I've never seen a team with brown uniforms
Your
except for
boys to
the...
talk on this commentating thing. I mean, there's nothing left for me to talk about, so.
Talk about some of the JV guys.
What about them?
What do you see
Oh,
from them?
yo. He-Man's Messi. He-Man's Messi. He-Man, get a Messi.
This is not Messi.
Oh, get a Messi. Get a Messi. Get a Messi.
Let's not be too foolish here. Okay?
Get a Messi. Get up there.
I remember 11th inning of the Audubon West Effort game. That will go to the right of my booth, and some subs coming in for Audubon and Gloucester. But I remember the the insane 12-inning West Deptford Audubon game that lasted 3 hours and 37 minutes. And by the 11th inning, I was talking about Wawa Chalupas.
Chimichanga.
Oh,
yeah. Chimichanga from Kyle Fingers.
Those are good.
Yeah, but it was expensive.
Yeah, and then you didn't eat it all.
I did eat it all.
Maybe with my taco, dude. But I didn't.
Dude, you didn't because you brought them out of your freezer and put it on your Discord 5 months later.
Now, without towards the fan section, rolling on the ground is.
If I were him, I wouldn't have taken that hit.
Here's Wall. Lining up a throw. Not there yet.
No, not today, he says.
Not today, he says. He says, get that out of here. Get that out of here.
He said, we don't need no education.
Hey, a Pink Floyd reference. Finally, you're becoming a man of culture.
No, I just noticed. Oh, another football player.
Also, if they went to school, they would have known the reference, but we don't need any education. Not no education.
Whoa.
Whistle's blown there, a hit there. I know Roger Waters was in Philly lately.
I am right, though. You gotta use a little concept.
Yeah.
You weigh your options until you get called for it. Right. Not everybody might like it, but it's a right way to fight.
Yeah.
Don't take it out.
He almost did.
Rizzy has it. Rizzy. Oh, hey, I'll get him in.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm at fucking water.
Dude, he just sucker punched him. You didn't see it?
It ran.
Hold up.
What, are you gonna get him on camera?
Yeah, I want. I want the record to show that does look like blood. He's camera shy, but of course,
I'll see that.
See you, Danny.
we'll steal your bags another time. Like I said, that's our little group there. Wade, Welsh, and Calderon. It's like a roll call. Still some subs in. Now I'm in 65, 25.
Warming up.
You're warming up?
Yeah, I can get in the game. I graduated. I suppose it's senior still there.
Yeah, because I have more facial hair than you do.
Let's redshirt this.
Well, they're wearing green, not red.
Do you not know what a red shirt is?
I know what a red shirt is. I was making a pun. It's an 8-1 game. Am I not allowed to be funny?
Nope.
Okay. This is my broadcasting.
Yeah, but I'm the color.
You bring some color to the table.
You just talk about it. I bring jokes.
I do. I also bring jokes.
Woo!
Oh, look at that.
That should have been a dangerous kick call right there.
Really?
Yes, that was a dangerous kick call when I did it.
Yeah.
And I was farther away from it than he was. He was right next to somebody.
Oh, look out. This one bounces and...
It had a spin on it. I thought it was going to jump in it.
You thought that was going to go?
No, I mean, it had a spin on it, so... Nice head. Pass up. That's who scored right there. And send him to the ball for next time. Sure, JV. I don't expect much. Evan Walls is doing here. Oh, they have the home and away numbers on here, Dan.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it. They still don't have
Where's Gonzalez?
25?
I don't see him.
No,
He's 25 and 25 away now. So who's 20 away?
I don't know. It's not listed.
I would think that it's probably Luis Rodriguez. No, he's not. Hayden Lobel's 1-1, which kind of can tell about. I don't know. Take it. there. Big turn, Where's that garbage?
What?
Instead of doing this, you would want to do.
Oh, you're saying his touch was bad, huh?
Well, in that type of circumstance, then, if you're doing this,
Again, you're talking to nobody. Nobody can hear
I'm
you.
talking to you. Look, if you're doing this, but also they can't see me, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. If you're doing this, you don't know where the ball is, who's behind you. If you do this, you have control.
Right.
They're also their JV, so they're not taught that. You get taught them. I thought they were about to fall the game.
I thought they were too. Right now, unofficially, they probably have to get to 7.
Fish, they got correct.
It's a lot of water.
God, that sounded weird.
You're gonna get me fired.
You smell what Audubon's tea is cooking.
Oh, like from The Rock.
Yeah.
WWE, yeah.
Not even just that. He always.
He did that in some movies too, right?
I don't know. I know he used to. I know he used one of his moves that he used in WWE in all his movies.
Here's what you got to do. In a 7-goal game, speaking of WWE, you're allowed to do WWE moves.
In the game?
Why not?
Somebody goes up and RKOs the goalie.
Bring some excitement to it.
Oh my God, I would love to do that, but I'd probably get
ropes around the soccer pitch.
I'd probably get suspended for the season.
You have 11-on-11 tag team.
Alright, that was well, he was barely. He was lined up with the defender.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It's just one of those days.
Rizzy's gonna. Is that Rizzy? Yep, it's Rizzy.
Now it's Raymond.
Bring back.
No, without the Ramos. You're watching the.
Oh, is that RJ running the sideline?
That might be. He's in a neon green penny.
Run, Ginger, run.
That is RJ, yeah.
Ginger, run.
Look at him. There he is.
All right, we're gonna walk over there, and we're gonna randomly have a number generator, 1 through 8, and we're gonna pick our person randomly.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it on a spinner wheel, starting 11. See who we get.
Have one of the spinners that they have at the circus.
I do it on my phone.
I still think that the interview should be Sean Clark. Look at Wall. He's going for it, and it'll be still in.
He's keeping it in. Great hustle, too.
Kicked out. About 10 minutes left in regulation.
Oh, man. 2 losses to starter for our team.
Alright, let's start with the list like football game.
Damn, it's over.
About 10 minutes left in regulation. They call it early.
It's like they call it right there.
Let's go, Chris!
Witz just trucked him.
Dude, is Clark's name even on here?
Could be.
Where? No. Dude, his name's not even on here, Dan.
On the NJ.com roster?
On this roster right here, there's no Sean Clark. Do you see Sean Clark?
I do not. You're right.
Is this plugged in before?
No.
Okay.
Wi-Fi.
Where we're putting a bunch of people on spinner wheel right now.
Since I'm the man in charge.
Here we go.
No.
You're not the man in charge either. This is a co-cup incorporated thing. Plus, you gotta pick somebody that's perfect. Trent.
Trent didn't score.
Doesn't matter. He's one of the best leaders on the team. You don't need the score to be interviewed. I kind of want to interview a leader because there's a couple good games coming up.
That's true.
And he's probably, him or Tony would be a great interview. Maybe Tony. Tony's supposed to be a Caddies. And also, he knows a lot about Heights and Patton Township. Sorry. Yeah,
and Tony's a senior, so he might have he might have a higher intellect. Not saying that he's smarter than Trent. I'm saying in terms of just work choice.
Yeah. Trent's a great interview for a game like after like Haddon Township we win or something. That'd be a great interview for Trent.
Yeah, because
he puts a lot of emotion into those games. That'd be probably the best interview you get out of for a playoff game win. Just gonna kick this out here, right?
I remember though.
He men's Messi.
And it's the goalie. I've never seen that before. I guess in an 8-1 game, anything goes. Now it'll be off to the right. Witt tries to keep it in play. Not going to do it. Right now, unofficially, about 75:04. Raymond.
Maybe you were just really off against Paulsboro and it was a full 80 minutes.
I doubt it. I doubt we were off by that much.
I mean, I don't see why they would call it. I came early enough.
I think it's discretion, probably. I would imagine it has something to do with discretion.
Who knows?
Well, that was fast. Wall, speaking of fast, he chucks that in great at like 90 miles an hour, and that one is wide right.
Not wide, just barely.
Yeah.
Maybe wide. I guess you could say wide.
But yeah. You miss a field goal by 3 inches, that's still wide right or wide left. Time winding, not down, but up here at the Green Wave turf.
See, Dan, if you point the camera over here, I'm so bored of picking up my cup.
Yeah, you're picking off the styrofoam pieces of your cup. This Wall with a beautiful kick. Audubon trying to bring it out.
Maybe some beer for take your time. Yes, we do know how to pass each other. That was the fact. You think we know how to pass to each other? Jesus, see Heights and Townships, man. Not Heights, maybe, but you looking at my cup?
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting there.
You're getting there, having fun there, buddy?
Yeah, it's some real fun. My masterpiece. I think I might keep this, frame it.
I don't. It's more of a garbage piece.
Maybe my cup can do the interview for today.
I'm pretty sure that's nonverbal.
Exactly.
It'll be a quick interview.
It should be. No matter who we're doing an interview
if
with.
The cup if the cup starts talking, then you have a problem. There you go.
Woo!
Final.
8-1.
8-1. So maybe a couple minutes early. However, Gloucester gets one back in the second half, and Audubon tacks on a couple more of their own. The final, Audubon 8, Gloucester City 1. They improved to 4-1 on the year. Audubon and Gloucester will fall down to 1-4 on the year.
And he meant messy.
Yes. We're going to take a quick break. Wait for our post-game interview with Tony Giordano. We'll be right back after this.
Oh, that's what we're doing?
Yes. You convinced me. Forgot it. So I will get that next time.
So, thank you for giving us basketball.
The untucked jersey? Oh, the untucked jersey. Where's Connor?
No, that's you were punctured. That's okay. The normal thing to do, right? I told you that's
All right. Well, we have ourselves an interview because it was such a lopsided score. It's not necessarily a player to game. Everybody contributed, but somebody that Matt knows pretty well, Anthony Wicks. I'm sure the family back at home will enjoy this one. But Anthony, how do you feel you did out there today?
I could work on a couple stuff, but overall the team did very well.
What do you think those are that you what things do you have to work on? You said a couple things. What do you think?
Definitely my left foot.
Okay.
You saw that one down there? That was not pretty.
Not everything in soccer is pretty, but I was gonna say, don't mess with my camera. It's an expensive camera. Matt's gonna come after you again and knock you down. But yeah, I mean the fact that the JV guys were playing in the first 20 minutes or so of the game, I didn't even expect it to be this lopsided. I knew the last year's game was 6-0, this being 8-1. How do you feel the JV team did as a whole? Because you guys were out there basically most of the first half and the entire second game. Do you guys feel as they did a good job of knocking down the Gloucester varsity stuff?
Yeah, I mean we kept up with them. It was nice to see that we did keep up with our varsity stuff like that. And we just accomplished as a JV team. Going into
Next week will be tough. 3 matches against Haddon Heights, Haddon Township, and going into next week, going into the rest of the season, do you feel this win gives your team any more confidence in it? You guys are 4-1, the best start in a couple of years.
yeah, we definitely had some expectations for us, but this was nice to see. That's what we were saying at halftime about how we're just going to keep it in and just keep it rolling. And yeah, it was nice to see.
It was very nice to see. You won the final. Anthony, thank you for your time. You can go meet with your wonderful family. We'll probably wrap this one up because we have ourselves the coaches coming out now. Everybody just wants to get out of town. 8-1 the final here from Audubon. We'll see you next time around Thursday versus Collingswood in Collingswood, and then 3 very difficult matches coming up. Whether they win or lose, it'll be fun regardless. Haddon Heights, Haddon Township, and Woodstown. We'll see how that all plays out. But until then, I'm Dan Wilkin with everybody here at DWB, KP1 Graphic Design, Matthew Wagner, and myself. We're wrapping it up, and we'll see you Thursday.